about 10 o'clock at night. I'm just getting in the truck. One of my buddies over in Idaho gave me a tip on a buck, and we're gonna go kill it. Well, I just made it here. Looks like it's 3:11 in the morning, so try and get a few hours of sleep, and then we'll be out looking for that buck in the morning. So this buck is not very far away from the road, and we're just gonna try and locate him tonight. The plan here. Hey. Oh geez, dude.
He's gonna come out to the right there, I think.
I see him right now.
Okay, so right now the buck is right about there where that little white log is. He's tucked in those trees. He might be bedded. And then Matt, the last I saw Matt, he was right up in here. So we'll see how this pans out. He's a stud buck. Well, Matt sees the buck. I've got him in a spotting scope. He's right up there. And Matt's within 100 yards right now. So hopefully he can close the deal. The wind looks like it's pretty good, but I don't know exactly where he's at, but I know he's right on top of them. So we'll see how this pans out. Well, looks like Matt got winded. I heard the buck snort at him, and he's got all his arrows in his quiver, unfortunately.
Morning of day 3, he got a stalk yesterday. He winded me because the wind was just back and forth. And so we'll see. I don't know if he's going to show up on the same place or not, but we'll keep looking. This mountain right here, right there. So there's like a campground, like right there. There's trucks running up and down the road. There's there's the road right there. And there's a 180-inch plus buck just like living right here. And everybody drives by it. So that's what I've been chasing the last 2 days. My buddy told me about it. He was coming down the canyon, bumped 2 bucks. The one was big, which was the one I stalked yesterday at 35, and the wind shifted and he blew out. But the other one was a spindly 4-point, and I just found him again. So he's up high. It looks like he's alone, and when I bumped that buck yesterday, he winded me. I didn't see another buck with him. So, but it's good in the fact that that buck's still there. There's a possibility that this other buck will come back. It's the morning of day 4, and after 2 days of sitting here just pulling my hair out because I can't leave, he shows up this morning. It's like 7:30, and I'll try and get some good video of him. might sit here for 30-40 minutes to see as the sun comes around, make sure that those bucks are going to kind of stay where they're at right now. Okay, so here's the plan. The bucks are up on this mountain here. The little buck is above him, about 40 to 50 yards and right in my stalking path, but he's right in the open. So I'm hoping this sun will come around, he'll get warm, go down where that other buck is. So it's kind of a waiting game. I'm just gonna get everything ready, and I'm gonna have some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And as soon as it's go time, we're gonna go. But we gotta wait for that buck to move around. He cannot be there because that is the spot we gotta go. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the wheeler there. I went all the way around the mountain, and I'm gonna go up over the top because that's the only place that I can get on that buck that other little buck won't mess me up. So gotta go the long way, but I got all day, and there's a big buck there, so I'm just gonna take my time. When I get over the top, there's a very good possibility that they will have moved beds, so I'll just have to go really easy down through there, try and pick them up. saw him this morning down at the flats. Went all the way around the mountain, came down through that crap. I got to this tree right here. He was at 70. He got up and fed up the hill. Got to 35, and I put an arrow in him. He's down, just right down there, and it's not very far away from the campground, but who cares? I'm gonna kill them wherever they're at. All right, just hiking up to get my pack, and once again, I mean, this is $2 in 2 weeks, so just wanted to thank my Heavenly Father for, I kept praying. Prayed last night, prayed twice today. Just please help me get this buck down. I know Kayla's been praying, and I appreciate her a lot. She's always so encouraging. So, and the boys are going to be pretty excited about this. It's got 7 on one side and 7 on the other. They don't, I mean, they care about score, but I guess they don't really care. But when I say it's a 180, that's a good buck. But Cade and Jace both are all about the points. So he's a cool buck. I'll get my pack, get back down there and start processing him. I also wanted to thank my buddy, Randy. He's the reason why this buck is dead. He called me 3 days ago, said you need to get here. He doesn't have a tag. And sure enough, so we waited him out. He got in a good spot and he made a mistake. Oh man. Oh man. Well, here he is. He's a good buck, man. Big old sucker.
I just got notified that Matt killed the buck he was after. So we're headed up the hill. We're almost to him. And we're gonna help him pack it out. What a stud. That is a really good buck. I cannot wait to see him. Oh my goodness. So cool. You put that guy on a deer, it's dead. I'll tell you that right now.
This is my 2024 Idaho buck. It's we had quite the grind on the Wyoming buck over there a week ago, but this one was a little different. He wasn't in the high country like I'm typically used to, but he was probably one of the hardest mental bucks I've ever killed, just because it took forever to get him in the right spot. He wasn't like he wasn't way up on the mountain or anything, but he was like a ghost. Like he'd be there and then he'd be gone. And so I think it was Tuesday morning Tuesday night I drove through the night to get here on a tip from Randy, and got here, and the next morning we bedded him and I got 35 yards from him, and the wind wasn't right and he blew out of there. So after that, I've been sitting in the truck watching, just getting ready for him to be in the right spot for the last couple days. And this morning he did. And I put a stock on him. I had to come clear around the mountain, come over and come down, because he had a little buck above him in the stalking path. And I had to kind of almost navigate that little buck just like I was gonna kill him. And got down to 70, and then he got up. And I saw these big antlers coming up over the sagebrush, coming right towards me, and he came to 35, and I put an arrow in him. And he's everything that we thought he was. I'm really proud of this deer. Alright, we got the truck. He's headed out. That was quite the hunt, I'll tell you what. It was not my typical grind hunt, but